Hello guys, we are here to present the technology is solar fuel, which has impact on environment, IT and international relations. First of all, solar fuel. Solar fuel is not a new concept, but the less research work done on this. It is the best alternative to the fossil fuel because it has more advantages than fossil fuel. According to the Levis, the solar fuel is a chemical fuel which is directly or indirectly produced from the solar energy through artificial photosynthesis or thermochemical process. First of all, the light is used to utilize the energy sources which converts solar energy to the chemical energy and reduce protons and hydrogen and carbon dioxide to the organic mix, an alternative to fossil fuels. Sunlight and water produce the hydrogen gases, while the carbon dioxide, water, and solar energy produce the methanol and ethanol. There are different types of technology used to produce solar fuel, like direct processes, indirect processes, molecular processes, non-molecular processes, and semi-direct processes. First of all, the indirect processes. It converts the solar energy which stored in the intermediate stage, and then the intermediate stage converts the solar energy into the solar fuel. But it has intermediate storage, so it costs very expensive while compared to the direct processes. Now let's do the direct processes. It directly converts the solar energy to the solar fuel, and it is less expensive because it has no intermediate stage.
The next process in solar fuels is semi-direct. Solar fuel is combination by the solar energy, water, light reaction, photosynthesis, dark reaction. Some advantages are pollution-free, more efficiency, and creating employment. And here comes the disadvantages. High initial costs, require more spaces, and no solar power at night. Solar fuels is divided into two categories technically. So the first one is PV. PV cells convert the sunlight energy into the electrical energy by absorbing the photons from the light. And the CSP use the reflective surfaces to focus the sunlight into a beam to heat the working fluid in a reservoir. PV mode is a lot of cells connecting together to be a big surface, and the CSP is using the through system, the power tower, and the engine system. And here comes the positive impact of solar energy. Saving in natural energy resources, water consumption reduction, and the negative impact of the solar energy is that cost of land, ecological impacts. Yeah. And here comes the recommendations. Lifetime for the solar equipment should be improved, and the efficiency of the solar panel should be improved as well. The generating of the waste should be chemically treated before it dumped into the sea, and the water-based eco-friendly solvent should be developed.
Now let's talk about solar fuel and environment. Energy has great impact on the Earth's environment. If energy source is converted into another energy source, can harm land, air, water, and natural life. If environment is protected, then the protection is necessary to overcome greenhouse effect and pollution and so on. More use of petroleum products can develop atmosphere where CO2 and greenhouse balance is required. Renewable energy sources are more secure to greenhouse effect and the carbon balance. Now, let's talk about the recommendation to this technology. Environmental students can be aware of the application and for what the purpose the energy is used. Now, the university could take a step toward the environmental impacts and protection and the alternative solution regarding the importance of the environment.
Yet our use of energy creates a host of economic, energy security and environmental challenges. The United Nations has declared 2015 the International Year of Light. It encourages us to think about how light can promote sustainable development and provide solutions to worldwide challenges in energy. At Carnegie Mellon University's Scott Institute for Energy Innovation, we are responding to this challenge by using light with the help of a catalyst that speeds up chemical processes to develop the next generation of environmentally sustainable solar fuels. This research mimics nature's photosynthesis process that captures carbon dioxide and sunlight so easily.
Hey, let's start with international relations and solar fuels now. Most of the people are suffering with less facilities because that's affecting their social, economic and psychological aspects. The development works as demands a lot of fuels, which also affects in social and environmental aspect of the nature. The high usage of biofuels demands the expansion of plantation, which gives disadvantage to the indigenous group of people because they have to give up their land for plantation, which affects directly in the economic status. Solar fuel is the problem solution for them because solar fuel has helped in improving the quality of their life, including economic status, because people have an option of choosing cheaper solar fuels over the expensive fossil fuels, which saves them a lot of economic burden. And students can also spend a lot of time in studying because solar fuels provide them long durable lives and in cheaper price, which can be better option for them to study more and work harder. Eventually there are many more other positive results of solar fuels in terms of developing the human civilization and the whole world. Many organizations are very keen these days in understanding the need of solar fuels in the development of nature, development of society, development of human civilizations. Many research has been conducted in terms of improving every part of the world with the supply of solar fuels and solar energies. It is easier for the policymakers and high positions people to understand the need of solar fuel and helping out the marginalized and indigenous group of people with solar fuel. Therefore, policymakers are focusing more on solar fuel these days, and which could help in uplifting the life of marginalized group of people as well. So regarding the recommendations, universities should more be focused on a practical side of the studies for students, because they can go out in the practical world and do more out of it. Assignments, case studies and all the other assignments should be related to more focused on solar fuel technology and more practical hand that would help in understanding the real world situation and the current situation, what's going on with the solar fuel usage in marginalized group of people and how is it gonna develop the whole world as well. So let's go to the future of the solar fuels now. We have a slide which is showing you the different cost difference of solar fuels from 2015 to 2050, which is like 30 years of difference. It might look like it's very expensive at the moment in 2015, the price of solar fuel, but if you look at 2050, it's very low because the time duration that takes solar fuel to be generated is very less. As fossil fuels take a lot of time, that takes around 1 million of years to get generated from one point to another, to the point where we can use a fossil fuel, but solar fuel doesn't take that long time. So fossil fuel also uses a lot of fossil resources which might affect in environment and every sectors, but solar fuel is more environment friendly, renewable, and it takes a very less period of time to get generated. So these are the references that we use in collecting all the informations in our video presentations, and you can also use these references to go on deeper understanding of solar fuels in all these three businesses that we have presented in our video presentation.